Wow, it's been a minute since I've actually worn this hat, but I thought it was fitting because it is the Mega Crab season, which is coincidentally Prime Code Cosmic season. So if you got to get that plugged in, we would appreciate it in the shops. Now, I'm not surprised about this, but we got special offers. It is the Lunar New Year, and also there's True Mania, so I think they're trying to make up in some sort of way the people who would maybe buy diamonds usually, or something like that. But now, Troop Mania, it's still kind of helpful when you have instant training, but like with the Mega Crab, you get so much gold otherwise that. Like, I don't know, you just max out your gold and convert it right away. But we are on stage 25, and I'm probably aiming for around stage 70 this cycle. Probably still have some attacks left, but I'm not quite sure how much time I'm actually going to commit to this because it already took me a full marketing class to get me to stage 25. So getting to stage 70 might not be like, I know a lot of people put way more time into it, but it would take a considerable amount of time. So we'll see how I'm going. I'm like two in a row where I've gotten to stage 50 or 60 or whatever the final trophy is at. And it was like the first time I actually went try hard in Mega Crab. But now I kind of like it. And it's funny because my definition of try hard is not even that try hard. But try hard compared to how I used to treat Mega Crab of just like easy like 20, 30 stages of loot, and then you're like, oh, I gotta boost up, don't really want to, and then move on. But I'm getting more into it, and it's very nice. But it all started when the Lasertrons were out. That was a fun Mega Crab, but now we've kind of demoted to just the generic one. It's not the Beastly Crab, so it's not like the hardest the hardest attacks we'll ever have to do, but we got that troop health with us, which is why we're using Scorchers. And then this is kind of getting out of hand here. There's always a stage between stage 25, I would say, and 30 that I just randomly fail, and it makes me a little bit mad. It doesn't matter in the end because I don't know if I've ever used all my attacks in the Mega Crab, maybe once a long time ago, but it doesn't matter in the end. But when you lose an attack that early, it almost just deflates your whole motivation to go at it instead of wanting to get better. And like what did I do wrong there? It's just like, wow, I really lost to stage 20 because I was messing around with this weird troop combo, and then kind of got it like that. But with Scorchers and Zukas here, I don't think that's going to be a problem. You never know. We might run into a base that it might make sense to bring a second wind or something because there's a lot of boom cannons, but I'm not sure. Have you guys been noticing different base designs from the usual? Maybe it's to this specific Mega Crab, or it was just like the low stages base design, but they were like different from like other ones I've attacked, or kind of similar layouts, but the core was in different places. Very odd, and I'm not sure exactly what stage I'm talking about here, but it was early on. But down goes 25. Might as well convert our gold now. It's getting expensive to convert. And by the way, the last couple weeks in Boom Beach have been insane with the loot, because if you remember, not too long ago, last week we had the heavy choppas. Coincidentally, we also had a resource reward in the tribe, and then right now I also have my resource reward statue boosted up along with the power stone chance. None of like my guardians or anything, but I got the like power trinity and the GBE troop health and troop damage boosted, and then resource reward and power stone chance, because Christian kind of talked about this in his video yesterday. When you're like kind of making a leaderboard push, I hesitate to call what I'm doing a leaderboard push. I'm kind of treading water right now, so to speak, but I want to be in position to potentially make it. So it's like a map clear every like 36 hours or so, and I'm sustaining. It's like fluctuations between like 8 medals per like map clear and all that. But he was like talking about how there was just a point where he had to boost everything, and he started spending a lot of money. It kind of sounded like he had an addiction. There was one part kind of toward the end where he was talking about the amount of money he spent. I'm going to link that below, and show your support to Christian, because I always wondered why he randomly stopped his push. He was doing so well, And eventually the truth has come out. I was kind of poking. I was a little surprised to hear about that, so I'm gonna link that in the description if you want to see that video. And this could be the base between stage 30 or between stage 25 and 30 we fail. I don't think it will be for sure, but those shield generators are a pain to get through. We got through them, and the Doom Cannons are slicing through our Scorchers. Down it goes. But yeah, I need to get more Power Stones. I've been like treading water with Power Powder as well. It's very nice because you get like actual Power Powder rewards from Mega Crab, but when you get in the higher stages and you have to boost everything up, like, you just gotta go on a tear for that 3 hours, so you don't have to like spend 10 more Power Powder and all that. But anyway, moving on to 27 here. We got the Boom Cannons I am so scared of in this, but I think we can avoid a lot of it. Let's get those critters popped over here. That should be some good distractions, and there's still some pointed, so we're going to throw a couple shock bombs. I really am enjoying the Crying Ears with this. I don't know, something about like the addition of Crying Ears, like, it helps out the Zookas tons, because when the Scorchers go underneath the rocket launcher, the rocket launcher can only like expectedly start shooting at the Zookas because the Scorchers are under their radar. So with the Crying Ears, it slows it down, and maybe it gets a bullet out or something like that, but it's not like the rapid, just deceased Zookas it would be without the Crying Ears. So that's kind of why they're in there. Crying Ears are useful when you're not using all of them in a strategy, or when you're doing a tribe challenge and the tribes are Crying Ear speed and Grenadier health or something like that. They're actually quite useful. A nice utility troop. It's like a boat of medics to a strategy. It creates just enough sustain to make it significantly better, something like that. But yeah, I appreciate having Crying Ears over medics in a strategy like this, because we know medics on the Scorchers are not the greatest. But stage 27, easy peasy. Didn't even lose a single troop. You'll love to see that. I thought it was gonna happen. I thought all those Boom Cannons, I thought they were gonna target one Scorcher, maybe take it out right away before I got everything else going. But so far, looking pretty good. Only got 100% troop health. That's gonna climb as we push higher and higher and higher. But these base designs, this one right here, in my experience, it's one of the more tricky ones. Pretty deceiving. The core is in such a position that if you aren't using flares properly or trying to get the shield generators, the troops just eventually fizzle out. You're like, oh yeah, this will be an easy attack. And then you're like, alright, it wasn't that easy. And then you're like, oh no, I lost my first battle and we wasted an attack, didn't get the free attack. But with that in mind, how are we gonna deal with this? Oh, and then, by the way, behind the HQ, that is where the real defenses are. That's where everything leading up to it is just a tease, and you're like, oh yeah, we're doing pretty good. And then the defenses behind the core start getting involved, and you're like, I did not plan for this. I'm not enjoying my time. So we're gonna try and prepare. And we've already lost a Scorcher. That is not great. And we need to build up energy. I think we'll be fine, you know. Just a little bit of sweating here. But I think in the end, we will be okay. Let's get a shock bomb out, try and bend it a bit to try and get as many of the Boom Cannons as we can, because we want to keep those alive. Now the Crying Ears at this part, they are going to be doing miracle works here, because they're going to slow down those Boom Cannons that are currently shocked. Oh, don't run over the mine. Thank you. And then they're also going to allow our Zookas to kind of swing around and get some over here. Not looking too promising. I wonder if I have enough energy for this. It might be too late already. Oh my gosh. So close to being able to take out two. Okay, they're going the hard way anyway. But this is tough. We have 2 Scorchers left. 1 Scorcher left maybe. No, actually, we got 3 alive still. Okay, we were able to get through it. If this was stage 35 and the defensive equivalent, we definitely weren't going to be able to take that out. So, in this type of base design, Scorchers might be a weakness, and all that. But I think we're going to hop into 29 here and then wrap it up. A much easier layout because your troops just funnel in and then spread out at the perfect time. That's exactly what we want, but we got to make sure we can get there, so let's not be careless, as I so often am. We'll let our Scorchers establish some position before getting our Zookas down, and now our attack's already on the way. I probably should have gotten ready to pop those critter hubs there, but it's okay, we'll be fine. And then I'm just going to trigger a couple of cryo bombs right now, and eventually we'll get that final one over there. There's probably one, maybe not. Thought there would be another one kind of in the middle there, but this base design, kind of awesome, because I think all the shield generators, there's probably only 4 of them. They're right there. Let's see, is there any other sneaky ones we have to worry about? So our troops will catch those on the way. Love to see that, and now I love this base because they just funnel in at the perfect time. You got like troops already working over here and then collecting energy over here, and then they get funneled in, so that's very nice. Yeah, but that's gonna be stage 29. I think I'm gonna pop this. Oh, did I throw box critters? Ooh. I tapped randomly on the screen trying to select something, but it appears it did not register, which is very nice. And we got a nice crab bomb going over there. Just throw a box of critters, get that hub popped, and that is just extra protection at this point because we are gonna have another no casualty attack here. Most likely, I might stand corrected here. I think we got it. That was close. We had so many Scorchers on the cusp of just exploding and taking out other troops or the hero or whatever. I don't know exactly what other Scorchers can damage. I know it can damage Kavan, so that leads me to believe it would be like other critters and heroes, but I'm not even sure. I should know this, but I'm not even sure. Can Scorcher exploding like damage or take out Zookas that are your own? That is the question of the day. But if you want to hear about Christian's Boom Beach addiction, again, I will link that down below in the description. It was pretty shocking stuff, and he just brought it up so casually. He's like, yeah, I've never talked about this before. I thought that was pretty funny, but that was a long time ago, so I'm with you, Christian. We'll get through this together, and we'll see you guys in tomorrow's Boom Beach video. Bye-bye.